Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Ness and I like to talk about books, and it is my favourite day of the month. It is Adult Fairyloot Unboxing Day. This is the November box. This came really prompt. I'm very excited for this box, even though I have mixed feelings about the book in here. This is definitely a big win for Fairyloot, regardless of what everybody feels about the author, because this is such a big name author in this box. I've seen a Illumicrate special edition and it's gorgeous, so I'm very excited to see what Fairyloot do with it in a subscription box. The Fairyloot Adult subscription is currently my favourite bookish subscription. I think they've absolutely killed every single book this year. Some of the picks are not necessarily as adult as what I would want, and definitely more could have gone in the young adult subscription, but Fairyloot can't determine what the publisher says a book is on its category, I guess. So, and honestly, I can't wait for next year for the Romantasy subscription. I'm hoping to get a Romantasy and adult duo combo subscription. That's definitely something that I will be buying. This is a chunky book. Already, just the width of this book scares me. And just before I open this book, I just want to let everybody know what my schedule is going to be for the next week. I've got a Halloween reading vlog to put up, which is Illumicrate themed. I also have a book haul and a reading wrap up to upload. And I'm also planning a video where you can ask any question you want in the comments and I will respond to it. So please ask anything that you want. Bookish, personal, I'm not bothered. So far I've had some great questions as well. So this is black. This has given me nightmares, flashbacks to last year and their black sprayed edge everything. So far I can see that this is a remade cover and I'm so excited. I don't know how I feel about this. I think this is one that I need to sit with for a bit. This book is Swordcatcher by the one and only, I don't like her, but the one and only Cassandra Clare. And this is her first book outside of her Shadowhunters universe. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Not the biggest fan of Cassandra Clare, but a huge name for Fairyloot Adult. In terms of publishing and the book world, this might be their biggest name so far, and it makes me really excited about what we might be getting next year in the subscription. This is so far from the Illumicrate cover, and it's so far from the original cover. Waterstones also has a beautiful edition of this, and I don't know how I feel about the character art on the front, if I'm honest. Characters, it's not my favourite kind of art, and I think that this would have made beautiful end papers. I don't know how I feel. I think the Illumicrate one wins it for me. But you can't knock that this actually has been really well done, and the art itself is really high quality. I'm really torn about this. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments what you prefer, what you think about character art on the front, especially when it's put onto a book that didn't originally have character art on the front. I think I would have preferred without. I think Illumicrate's done the better job. The back is a little bit nondescript, it's just some curtains. This is clearly intended to be a series because it has a little one up here. But in terms of actually being like a redesign, they've completely gone back to the drawing board, and that's what I like. It's so different to what you would see on other people's shelves. And the sprayed edges, oh, these are digitally printed. These are really well done, but it's a bit strange just having them horizontal. Like the design being horizontal, it kind of looks a bit weird on your shelves. How would you display this? I'm not quite sure, but I like it. I guess if you had a stack of books which had sprayed edges horizontally, not vertically, like stack them like that, that would look nice. I just don't think I have any others that I could store like that. But regardless, I'm excited to see what's underneath this book. But first off, I'm going to check if this is signed, and I doubt it will be signed. Yep, it's got a digital signature, which, you know, I could do without. I don't think a digital signature really adds anything to the book. So there is nothing underneath the dust jacket. I didn't expect there to be. So the underneath is very nice, and it's really well tied in with the original cover. I don't think it's anything like wow amazing, but it is really, really nice, and it's probably the nicest design they could have done for this book because it does tie in this so well to the original, but I'm just not wowed by it. So in foiling we have the title and the author, and this is the thing that you see when you're reading a book. So when you have this book out and about, and this book would take you so long to read, this is what you're going to see the most. You're not going to see this because this is going to be sat facing another book cover on your shelves, and I think this, as in this is the thing that you have on your bedside table, this is the thing that other people are seeing when you're sat reading this. I think that this is really nice, and the little carriage on the back is so cute as well, and I do like that it has the title on the spine in foiling as well. So underneath we have, I said that this would make beautiful end paper art, and it's very similar on the end papers. But dare I say, I think the art actually on the end papers is so much better. And these characters, they look intriguing. But I must say that this specific character over here, this is like in my head so many other different characters. I'm thinking like Kaz from Six of Crows, and I love the touch of foiling on the end papers as well. I always love it when we get foiling on end papers. On the back as well we also have another character, and she is absolutely gorgeous. In terms of end paper art, I can't fault this. I think this is an absolute 10 out of 10. And I'm very excited because we do have one more feature, and this is so rare but just finishes special editions off beautifully. We have when I can find it, where are you? A book ribbon. I think that this makes books just so much more luxurious. I mean, it must only cost like pennies to put these into books, but to me it makes all the difference to a book just having that little bit more of a luxurious feel. I don't know why more books don't have this, but it's definitely needed for the size of this book. This book comes in at over 600 pages. This is ridiculous. You're definitely getting your money's worth in terms of words in this book. The premise of this book actually sounds pretty decent. Still don't know if I'm gonna read it, but it sounds decent. It sounds pretty good, to be fair. So one of the main characters, Kel, he is an orphan, he's from poverty, and his job is to be the body double of the prince. And his ultimate job is to die for him. His job title is that of sword catcher, and he is to be the buffer between the prince and danger. He will put himself in front of danger for the prince. Following a failed assassination attempt, he meets Lynn, who is a physician and also has magical abilities, which she's ostracized for along with her community. Together they are drawn into the underworld and into the realms of the king of the underworld. And the king of the underworld ultimately offers them both what they desire the most. I did try the Shadowhunter series like how many years ago? I'm showing my age now. It must have been about 15 years ago, and I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get away with Cassandra Clare's writing, and then just, you know, more came out about Cassandra Clare herself, and I just decided that that was an author that I was going to go for. But this one has intrigued me, so I'm going to keep it on my shelves for a little bit and see what I think. But please let me know what your thoughts are on this book if you have read it. But if anybody has read this book yet and has read 600 pages of this, I will be so impressed. But regardless, a massive name author for Fairyloot Adult subscription, and I'm so excited to see what's coming out in the next couple of months. A redesign, digitally printed edges, I just can't complain in terms of this as a special edition, and a pick for their subscription. I think that they've done such a good job. Thanks for watching, and I hope everyone is well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!